Good day to you. This is Dr. Andrew Godperson of the LifeWords team. Today I'd like to present you the fourth part of our Stop Smoking series. It deals with stop smoking strategies, the core of the therapy plan. The stop smoking strategies are the core of the therapy plan, here shown as a stop smoking treaty. And the stop smoking treaty or therapy plan consists of your personal reasons to stop smoking, then the strategies to stop smoking, a reward plan, and an external supporter. Today I'd like to show you how to integrate the stop smoking strategies in your overall therapy, the levels and approaches of stop smoking strategies, the key factors of successful strategies, and of course then how to design stop smoking strategies. Smoking habits, the core of smoking addictions, are located on three levels: cognitions and emotions, behavior, and social relations. And to stop smoking, you need to break them and replace them with healthier behavioral patterns and, of course, cognitive and emotional and social patterns. That is where we are with the stop smoking strategies. But you only can be successful if you understand your smoking habits. If you want to get more information how to understand and analyze smoking habits, have a look at our video, which is Understanding Smoking Addiction and Smoking Habits, or go to our website, of course. But back after you've understood the smoking habits, you can perfectly or properly break and replace them, and then you need to be prepared for the future, for your life without smoking, so your strategies need to be sustainable and last a whole life. What levels do you have now, or what strategies can you use? First of all, you can avoid the situation in which you have smoked, but this is very limited because you cannot avoid all situations in which you used to smoke. This is only working for a limited amount of time. In our 8-week stop smoking program, we suggest that you avoid all situations that you can avoid, of course, for the first 2 weeks. Afterwards, you need to be confronted, and there's no other way you will be confronted in your life with situations in that you have smoked. So for the start, for the first days after your stop smoking date, avoid the situations, but not for longer. Then what is actually a causal strategy is changing your cognitions, and it has to start in your mind. You have to change your thinking and your feelings towards smoking, and from that you can go to changing your behavior and, if possible, changing the framework of the situations in which you used to smoke. So that means you have 4 levels and actually 3 causal levels to deal with smoking and develop proper stop smoking strategies. What are now the key factors of successful stop smoking strategies? First of all, you need to be committed. You are the only one who is responsible for the success or failure of your stop smoking attempt. So you need to put everything in, and you can't blame anyone else, it's you. Then you need, mentioned earlier, you need a sound analysis, you need a sound informational base, you need to understand your smoking habits, that you can design proper strategies, substantial and effective strategies. Having this informational basis, you need to define a strategy for every situation, for each and every situation you have smoked and you used to smoke in. Because sooner or later you will face these situations and you have to deal with them. You have to cope with the situations and with cravings and temptations that you could experience, or that you could face. Having all the strategies for each situation you've smoked, I suggest you define an aggregated main stop smoking strategy, which will help you on one hand to structure a complex situation which smoking, smoking addiction, and also the whole system of stop smoking strategies are. So you always keep the overview, and also you have an orientation when you're under pressure. And last but not least, your strategies need to be sustainable, because you do not win if you stop smoking for 1 or 2 months or 3 and then you fall back and start again. So your strategies need to be sustainable, last for a lifetime. And just think of the case that cravings occur a long time after you've quit smoking. You can use your successful strategies and from your active phase of dehabituation. Now, coming to an example to show you how to design stop smoking strategies. Very simple or simplified example, and it is the same or based on the example that I've used in the video understanding smoking, analyzing smoking addiction and smoking habits. So just assume the main reason for smoking is difficult to cope with stress and find interesting and fulfilling activities. So the main strategy could be improving stress management through a better time and behavior management related to work or stress, wherever it is rooted in which area of life, and finding more interesting and active activities or lifestyle, so leading an active lifestyle. Another example, the smoker has smoked morning coffee just to get the day started during his or her lunch break to cope with stress and work, on the way home to switch off, and after work just to be busy. What could be the stop smoking strategies? So on the 3 levels, avoiding a situation, modifying cognitions and emotions, and changing behavior and situations. We have the first one in the morning, getting started for the day. It's just the energy comes from healthy living and not from cigarettes, which is the change of cognitions. And then to change the behavior, it's just drink a glass of orange juice or similar to get the energy for the day. At lunch break and on the way home, the affected person could use relaxation techniques and also, of course, more causal, good time management that enables him or her to cope with stress. And it's not smoking, it is then replaced by relaxation techniques and time management. And just as an example, going for lunch break, do not stand around with the colleagues you always used to and smoke. Just go for a walk and enjoy the nature and the open skies. Last but not least, going home after work smoking. Definitely for the first 2 weeks, it shouldn't be too much of a problem to avoid going to a pub. But as mentioned before, you cannot avoid or change your whole social life or give up your whole social life. Just you have to be out and socializing. So face these situations after 2 weeks again. And then it means as an on the cognitive level, an active lifestyle leads to contentment and not the passive sitting down and smoking. And on the behavioral level, just find some sports or reading books, be active. Therefore, I hope you got an impression and some information how you can design stop smoking strategies. For more information, you're more than welcome to visit our website, which is lifer-stop-smoking.org, and you're also more than welcome to use our 8 weeks stop smoking program. For now, I may say goodbye and take care.